to Givers and Gamers, the best weekend of the year. Welcome, everyone. We are so excited to have you. It has just been wonderful planning Givers and Gamers with our amazing committee, and we're so excited for all the wonderful stuff that we have planned for you all this year, or this weekend, which is happening this year. 1 minute, let me turn that down. Got some serious tunes here with the music, you know? But thank you all so much. So this is Givers and Gamers. This is our charity event weekend, all to benefit Ronald McDonald House Charities of the Bluegrass. And we are so excited to have you all set in the mood. Could you move the mic back in front of you? Ooh, yep. Thank you. I did not realize that had been moved. Hopefully that's better. I just also turned on background music, so I can't tell how loud it is for you all. So if I need to move it, just let me know. It's hard to tell when you're streaming what you all can hear versus what I can hear. Sounds good. Thank you, me handlebars. But yes, so this is the kickoff to Givers and Gamers. This whole weekend we'll be raising money for Ronald McDonald House Charities of the Bluegrass. You all know that's where I work. For those of you who might be new to the channel, I'm Jilly Pie. I'm one half of Kentucky Fried Dice. Donald, who you will see later leading our Arena of Generosity tonight, is the other half of Kentucky Fried Dice. And really he is one of the reasons why both Givers and Gamers and Kentucky Fried Dice exist. This is a lot of this is his brainchild, and then we have brought on an amazing committee of supporters to help us. So really want to say thank you to all of them, some of whom you're going to hear from in just a minute. And because we know not everyone knows as much about Ronald McDonald House as those on the committee, we wanted a fun way to introduce you to our mission. And so we are going to be doing that tonight through our RMHC themed trivia. And we are going to be playing that with some of our Ronald McDonald House staff. So really excited for our staff to join us. So staff, I'm going to have you all introduce yourselves. And if we want to start, I'm going to start with our Givers and Gamers committee members. So Natasha, why don't you get us started?
Well, hi, I'm Natasha. I'm the business manager at RMHC. You can also find me over at twitch.tv/xbasicxtwitchx. And I'll be streaming later this weekend as well. So excited to be here. Yay!
Yes, so excited. Natasha has done a great job of helping us bring on some new celebrities who you will meet throughout the weekend, and also really created a new event for us called Imagine the Next RMHC in Sims. And so we're excited for that will be hosted on Basic Witches channel tomorrow, and we're excited for that. So thank you so much. Chelsea, you are up next.
Hello, everyone. My name is Chelsea McDonald, working at the Ronald McDonald House. Our CEO loves to joke that it's the only reason that I got hired, which I'm pretty sure is true. However, I am very excited to be here and want to say that special thanks to all of our committee members and to Donald and Jillian for making this our fourth and probably the most successful Givers and Gamers weekend yet. So thank you all for being here.
Thank you, Chelsea. And I did a fingers crossed motion when you said most successful yet. We hope so.
Okay.
And Dee Dee, you are up to introduce yourself.
Hi, I am Dee Dee. I am the family service coordinator, so I'm typically in the forefront. I care for our families. And this is my first time doing this trivia game, so I'm excited. My family and I, we love to do games at home, so I figured, why not?
Awesome. Thank you for joining us, Dee Dee.
Thank
and
you.
Nellie, how about you?
Well, I am Nellie, and I'm a family service coordinator for Ronald McDonald House. That's our house. For about 7 months, I enjoy running, traveling, and drinking coffee. Chelsea knows about that. And I'm most looking forward to continue working with all of you incredible people and support our mission that is to improve the health and well-being of the children.
Awesome. Thank you. And Rebecca, you're up.
Hey guys, I'm Rebecca. I work with a lot of compliance and finance, so I may not be a ton of fun at work, but outside of the walls, I am lots of fun. Love board games and competitive sit-down sports, so I'm eager to get this Givers and Gamers weekend kicked off.
Awesome. Thank you. And yes, I always thought I was not a competitive person because I thought competitive only equaled athletic. Now that I've been introduced to the world of gaming, I realize I am quite competitive. So excited to be competitive alongside you all this weekend. And I agree with Basic Witch. Rebecca is a lot of fun. Don't let her fool you. Lots and lots of fun, both at work and without. Okay, so we got lots of people in the chat as well. So hello, and again, welcome in to the Kentucky Fried Dice channel, where this weekend is all about Givers and Gamers and Ronald McDonald House Charities of the Bluegrass. In short, we are all about supporting children and families during times of medical need, but you're going to learn a lot more about that through this trivia. And you all are also welcome to play with us. And so I'm going to get us over where you all can see the game as well. So if you are in the audience and you would like to play alongside, see if you can beat the RMHC staff, you can use a browser to go to crowd.live, and you're going to enter the code GHQBQ. You can also scan the QR code that's there on the screen. Again, that is crowd.live and enter code GHQBQ. And this is all individual trivia. There's no team. It is every trivia person for themselves. So feel free to go ahead and join us. I'll give you a couple of minutes to get that in, so that if you want trivia with us, you can. And awesome. I'm just gonna see if there's anything we're missing. Is Nightbot being difficult? Yep. Oh man. Nightbot, don't be difficult, Nightbot. We will get those fixed. We do have several commands that you can enter in the chat, but it looks like Nightbot is not wanting to talk to us today. You know, would it be a stream without a technical difficulty? No.
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 No. Natasha knows. Nope. No, it would not be a stream without technical difficulties. So we'll figure it out. We'll figure that out. We're working on it. Also, so people aren't confused, I am Jilly Pie. Jilly Pie in the chat is actually Donald. We have switched computers for this session, so we like to just make things a little confusing. Getting those tech difficulties out of the way early. Exactly. Now that donate one worked. That's the most important one. So thank you, Celestial, for putting that in the chat. So yes, that is a link to donate. Would love to have people come and donate to Givers and Gamers. Again, it all supports the Ronald McDonald House, and we have a ways to go to reach our goal. So get those donations in. I have given you all hopefully some time to get into the trivia game. I did see that you snuck your link in there too, Celestial, and I support that. Yes, so if you all are ready, staff, are you ready to play some trivia?
Yes.
We're ready.
Awesome. Okay. And a good reminder that Chelsea put in the chat for the staff, but not everyone else could see it. The way this works is it's timed, so the quicker you answer, the more points you can get. So go with your gut, okay? Because if you're right, you're going to get more points the quicker you are. Or
you could follow my method of elementary school Scantron and just press C on everything.
That is a method. That is a method. I don't know if it's a winning method, but it's a method. Michelle has a Twitch, says, so ready to answer questions I know nothing about.
You and me both, Michelle.
Okay, we are starting the countdown. We've got 10 seconds to go. Let's see what is our first question of the evening. Okay, what year did the first Ronald McDonald House open? And the answers will appear when I press the correct button. that I should know what that is. There we go. Was it 1980, 1976, 1974, or 1922? You do have 25 seconds to answer. However, again, the faster you answer, the higher your score. So what year did the first Ronald McDonald House open? Go ahead and get those answers in. You've got 3 seconds. Okay. Let's see. What did people think? Ooh, okay, a little spread out. Was it 1980 maybe? 1976, 1974? The correct answer was 1974. So we've got 4 people who guessed that correct. So congratulations.
Those are air cannons. Or wait, confetti cannons.
Confetti cannons. Yeah, if you all watched this trivia last year, some of these questions are the same, some of them are new, but some of them are just so fundamental to what we do. We wanted to make sure that we shared them again. So if you have a great memory, you might remember some of these answers. If, like me, you don't have a great memory, you won't remember them, and that's okay. Question number 2. In what city did the first Ronald McDonald House open? And if you were following our chapter social media recently, you may have a clue on this one. Was it New York, New York, Lexington, Kentucky, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, or Minneapolis, Minnesota? In what city did the very first Ronald McDonald House open?
And if you're not following us on social media, you should. We're at RMHC Lexington on Facebook and Instagram.
Absolutely. So where did that first house open? It was, in fact, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, and we did highlight that during the Super Bowl because actually the Philadelphia Eagles were instrumental in the starting of the first half. Chelsea, would you like to tell a brief portion of that story?
Yeah, absolutely. So Fred Hill, who was a player for the Philadelphia Eagles, his daughter Kim was diagnosed with leukemia back in the 70s. And he was there at Children's Hospital of Philadelphia. He happened to have Dr. Audrey Evans as Kim's treating oncologist. And what was really beautiful about Dr. Evans is that her and another doctor from Boston College were pioneering this idea of family-centered care because they knew and they saw that when families stayed close to their child's bedside, that they healed faster. And so when Kim ultimately went into remission, Fred Hill and his wife asked Dr. Evans, what can we do to help families? We're so lucky to have been close by to the hospital, but we saw families sleeping in their cars or in the stairwells, and we want to give back. And she did the proverbial point across the street and said, I want a house for families to be able to go and stay close to their kids, but go home, get well rested, and be able to come back and be active participants. So they took it to the NFL, all of the corporate sponsors. One said yes, and that was McDonald's. And I'm not going to go into any more detail about how they started raising money because it may be a trivia question. But the McDonald's was the only one who said yes. And so they are our founding mission partner from the beginning, and they always will be.
Absolutely. Thank you. I think that's such an interesting history. And I always like for people to hear that story about how really one person with an idea made a domino effect and got more people involved. And now we have lots of Ronald McDonald houses, but that might be a trivia question, so I'm not going to tell you how many. Okay, we're ready for question number 3. Ronald McDonald House Charity's vision statement includes a world where all children have access to what? Is it donuts, medical care, swimming pools, or hot dogs? It's really anyone's guess here. I love these options. So Ronald McDonald House Charity's vision statement includes a world where all children have access to what?
Hot dogs.
Spicy meatballs. These are tough. It is hard to know But maybe people guessed. It is in fact medical care, and that is what we are focused on, is that access to medical care and keeping families close while their kids are seeking that medical care, which is part of access. If you can't be near your kid, you may not send them to that medical facility. So absolutely. Okay. Is there a folder of Ronald McDonald gifts on Julie Pie's computer? Yeah, these are all from my personal stash of gifts. How did you know?
They're actually on her wall at work too. He just took photos, like screenshots of her walls.
Okay, let's see. So everyone got that right. That was not a trick question. And let's see. We have got several people who are at 100% right now. And again, how quickly you answer does make a difference. So in first place right now, we have Natasha. Second is Chelsea, and third is Dee Dee. But we are still early. It is anyone's game. And excited to see some non-RMHC staff members playing with us. So thank you all so much. Inshu, Donald, Supu Girl, Michelle, Tim, and Whimsical Girl for also joining us. That is awesome. Let's get on to our next question. Question number 4. It costs approximately how much per room per night to operate a Ronald McDonald house? How much per room per night to operate a Ronald McDonald house? Is it A, $101, B, about $350, C, $204, or D, $52? Get those answers in. Again, the faster that you answer, the more points you get. Michelle has a twitch, is excited because she is beating Tim. That's all that matters here.
Are we talking pre-inflation dollars, or are we like talking today? Like, write this question.
We can't hear you.
Good question. Thank you for that donation. I heard the sound, but I didn't see the alert. Sorry, I have a bunch of screens happening, but thank you so much for the donation that came in. Again, all of the donations are going straight to Ronald McDonald House Charities of the Bluegrass, and we appreciate you so much. So what do we think? Let's see what the audience thought. Okay. So, 8 people thought it was $101. And those 8 people are correct. It's $101. And it's important to note that at Ronald McDonald House Charities of the Bluegrass, we do not charge families to stay with us. We do have a $10 a night suggested donation, but it is just that, a suggestion. And some of our families may donate that, or a little more or a little less. But the reality for most of the families that we serve is they are not able to donate. It does not make financial sense for them. And that's okay. That's why we're here. But it does cost us that $101 a night for them to stay with us.
Jillian, I'd love to add to you that we started measuring the average median income of our families because we really felt that we were serving a unique population. And so once we were able to capture that data for a few years, we know that about 75% of our guest families, the average median income for their household is under $35,000. And so, that's really important for us to be aware of, but also to understand that there are other ways to give back. And so we do invite them, if you're not able to make a financial donation, just, if not more impactful, is sharing your story when you're comfortable, or if you're ever comfortable doing so. Because we really believe that them helping to tell people about us and who we are and that we're there for families like them can go so much further in just making sure that people know that we're here for everyone. So we wanted to add that because it is something that we really honor, is being able to give the guests the ability to share that story as a way to pay it forward.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Thank you so much for that. And that donation earlier was from Spicy Meat Brawl, so thank you so much, Meat, for that. We really appreciate it. And again, that helps go towards this cost of operating the house and allowing our guests to stay regardless of their ability to pay. All right. Who's ready for question number 5? What is the average length of stay for a family at the Ronald McDonald House in Lexington, Kentucky? And this is from our 2022 numbers. What is the average length of stay for a family at the Ronald McDonald House in Lexington, Kentucky? Is it A, 3 nights, B, 5 nights, C, 13 nights, or D, 15 nights? Average length of stay for a family at our house here in Lexington.
I think this is where my lead crumbles.
I don't know. I'm feeling the same. If anyone remembers, though, that this is where Nate and I got into a altercation last year. Just words only.
Yeah.
Words only. But yeah.
Verbal fisticuffs.
Yes.
Let's see what everyone thought. Okay, there is some people. No one thinks it was 3 nights, but 5 nights, 13 nights, or 15 nights all got a lot of answers. And the truth is 13 nights. I know. That's going to be a score buster.
I thought it was 14. So when you threw 13 and 15 up there, it was like, what the actual world is this nonsense?
Yes. So I actually remembered this also from last year because, yes, Chelsea and Nate argued about it, but I was also, like you, Rebecca, I was like, I always say the average length of stay is about 2 weeks. So I was very confused because both of those numbers are about 2 weeks.
Exactly.
So I actually left it and the answer was the same at 13.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, some families just stay with us for a night or two. And then the average length of stay is 13 nights. Some families, however, are with us for multiple months. We've had people stay as long as a year. And it really just depends on what their child's medical journey is. Yeah, that hurt your points, didn't it? I know. Since that was probably a bit of a breaker, let's show the leaderboard again. Chelsea has overtaken first place. So we've got Chelsea, Natasha, and Donald. But again, we're still early. It is anyone's game. And Michelle, you are still beating Tim. And that's what you care about.
My ego is
That's a compliment in itself.
My ego's torn up. We've got 2 non-RMHCers, Donald and Supu Girl, who are kicking my butt. I don't even know that I can show my face at work on Monday.
There's still time to redeem yourself. This one might help. Which of these is not a fundraising event for RMHC of the Bluegrass? So is not a fundraising event for RMHC of the Bluegrass. Is it Givers and Gamers, Day at the Races, Swing for the House, or Diamonds and Denim Gala? Which one of those is not a fundraising event for the Ronald McDonald House Charities of the Bluegrass? Got about 10 more seconds to answer.
I spaced out.
Oh no!
I would have clicked it on it magically. Oh no! Oh no!
Okay. The answer here is Diamonds and Denim Gala is not an event of ours. We do have a gala, but it is called McDazzle. All of those other events are fundraisers for Ronald McDonald House. Givers and Gamers is the first one of the year. So we've got Day at the Races coming up in April. Chelsea could probably tell the exact date, and Swing for the House in June, which we're excited about.
Yes, April 20th, Day at the Races. June 13th, Swing for the House Golf Tournament.
Awesome. Love it. Wonderful. Let's go on to question number 7. Michelle has a Twitch, wants to know, where else can I wear my denim gown? That is a good question. I stole that because I know that is an event other Ronald McDonald houses have, and I just had that in my head when I was writing the question.
I had heard of that.
You can wear it on Sunday to our closing ceremonies. In fact,
you go.
require it.
Yes.
There you go.
Absolutely. Okay, question number 7. From 1971 to 1985, who was the mayor of McDonaldland, but not of RMHC? So who was the mayor of McDonaldland? Was it Mayor McCheese, Mayor McDonald, Mayor McMack, or was it Nate Graham? We're here to ask the tough questions at Givers and Gamers.
I'm pretty sure he was born.
Who was the mayor of McDonaldland from 1971 to 1985? What a reign for a mayor. A good 14 years of mayor. And that was, in fact, Mayor McCheese. So Mayor McCheese was the mayor of McDonaldland. And then they kind of switched up how they did They kind of got rid of the characters at that point. But Mayor McCheese was in charge of all of the McDonald's characters. Let's head on to question number 8. Where was Nate from 1971 to 1985? I don't know. He's not here to defend himself, so maybe he was Mayor McCheese. We don't know. Have we ever seen them in the same room together? No. You just never know. Okay, this number is from 2016. In 2016, the Ronald McDonald House Family Room in Lexington, Kentucky, handed out how many cups of McDonald's coffee? I will give, for those who don't know, a brief bit of info. That coffee is free, so that if that helps your answer. How many cups of coffee in 2016? Go. Was it 10,000, 3,000, 6,900, 8,600? How many cups of coffee in 2016 were handed out in the Ronald McDonald Family Room? That is a space inside Kentucky Children's Hospital where families whose children are in the hospital can go to just take care of themselves. So we have reclining chairs. They can put up their feet. We have free McDonald's coffee. We have snacks. We have a bagged lunch program. We have toiletries, laundry kits. We have everything that they need to just make that really stressful time a little easier on them. And like I said, it's a lot of coffee. I am curious to see. Yep, the answers were kind of spread here. A lot thought 8,600. And they were correct with 8,600 cups of coffee in 2016. And so that is a lot of coffee. And we continue to serve a lot of coffee. It is the number one thing. I do frequently go open the family room, and sometimes I have people waiting like at the door for me to open and make coffee because they're ready for it. And I don't know how much of a compliment it is, but I often hear this is the best cup of coffee in the hospital. And, you know, hospital coffee has a bad reputation. So again, is that a compliment? I don't know, but I'll take it. So much coffee. Okay, next question. And then after this question, we'll look at the leaderboards. How many Ronald McDonald houses are there throughout the world? This is throughout the world. Globally, see, Bill Nye has a globe. How many Ronald McDonald houses are there throughout the world? And this is as of earlier in February 2023. Okay, let's see. Is it 311, 467, 383, or 399? How many Ronald McDonald houses are there throughout the world? See if people can get this. Either way, any of those numbers, it's a lot, is how I would answer. There's a lot. I'm curious what people thought. A lot of people thought 383. Okay. Are they correct? In fact, they are. How did y'all know it was 383? It's a very specific
Someone's
number.
leaking flashbacks to the public.
That is where I got this from. We do get a monthly email from Ronald McDonald House Charities Global called Flash Facts. And that's how I got some of these answers. Chelsea is still number 1. Yeah. Donald has taken the number 2 spot. Natasha is 3rd. Okay, Rebecca, Rin for the win. You're up to 4th. You are right in there.
All right, Rebecca, I see you.
That does feel a little validating. I'm right behind you, though. I'm coming for you, Natasha.
Yeah.
You're good for me.
It's
aiming for the top 3.
Okay. Let's see here. We will go on to question number 10. Just so everyone knows, there are 15 questions tonight. So we are making good time. So now we talked about how many there are globally. How many Ronald McDonald houses are located in the United States? So in the US, how many Ronald McDonald houses are there? Are there 100, 250, 146, or 185? How many Ronald McDonald houses are located in the United States? Of course, you know there's at least one because Ronald McDonald House Charities of the Bluegrass has has a house located in the United States here in Lexington, Kentucky. Okay. What did we think? Okay, a little variance here. A lot of people thought 146, but also some answers for 250 and 185. And it was 185. So this is gonna be a score buster. Only 2 people got 185.
Oh my gosh, let's see those standings.
Yeah, let's see
So why don't you
those.
Yeah.
Oh,
Thank
Chelsea,
goodness.
you kept your lead though.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
You're in it. Someone was studying. Were you studying your flash facts? So because you
Me?
knew I would. Yeah.
No. I got that one wrong though.
Oh, okay, but you kept your lead, so that's impressive.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, it is maybe not anyone's game, but there is still room for some changes here in the rankings. We got 5 more questions, so there's still time. And she wants to know if studying equals cheating.
Excuse me, that is my mother who likes to cheat, not me. So for you all that don't have the context there, that sounded really weird. But my mom tried to cheat at team trivia. She was like, "Can I just look it up?" And I was like, "No, you cannot." She wanted a $20 arch card.
I mean, that is why we do you get more points the faster you answer, so that if you had time to Google the answer in 25 seconds, you would at least get less points than if you just knew the answer.
Smart.
You know? We try. Positive reinforcement, you know? Okay. What year did the Ronald McDonald Caremobile program start in Kentucky? And for those who don't know, this is our mobile dental clinic that operates in Eastern Kentucky. So what year did the Ronald McDonald Caremobile start in Kentucky? Was it in 2005, in 1984, in 1999, or 2012? What year did the Caremobile program start in Kentucky? And again, that is a mobile dental unit that provides free preventative dental care for kiddos in Eastern Kentucky who otherwise would not be receiving dental care. And we know that your dental hygiene affects the rest of your body. So if we're able to improve that for kids in Kentucky, we can help make them healthier long term. Hey, we got a lot of people thought it was 2005, but some also thought it was 1999. So are we going to be partying like it's 1999? We are not. It was 2005. Excellent job. Excellent job. Wonderful. Let's do one more question and then we'll show that leaderboard again. So the Caremobile program annually serves how many children worldwide? So again, this is not just here in Kentucky. Worldwide, how many children does the Caremobile program serve each year? Worldwide. Is it more than 100,000, 50,000, 20,000, or is it 8? How many children does the Caremobile program serve annually worldwide? Imposter Jilly Pie says it's 8. For sure.
I was super excited because I just entered the Caremobile's information into Radar, and I was like, "Oh, I got this!" And then it was called Bide, and I'm like, "Gosh, I hope I did better on my exam yesterday than I am today."
Same, Rebecca. I was like ready to see the numbers. Like, oh no.
I intentionally tried to throw some in here that I didn't think were obvious for the Ronald McDonald House staff. That like we know about the Caremobile program, but this isn't a number we would really know.
I'm also very impressed. Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Well. It was 100,000. I meant to see what most people thought it was 100,000, so maybe not a shocker for most people. Okay.
Becca came up.
Top 3, baby.
There
Let's
you
just
go.
end this game right now.
There you go. Look at you then, Cheryl.
Yeah, we got some representation here.
Yeah.
And we've got 3 more questions. So can Rin for the win hold on to her top 3 spot that she's coveting? Can Chelsea hold on to the lead? Who else could possibly rise? I mean, Inshu is right on your heels, Rebecca. So
4
I can
points.
feel it. I
you
can feel it.
Stone Owl says, I have learned that I am bad at trivia today. No. It's a very specific topic, so we didn't expect a lot of people to know the answers. But we wanted you to learn some of them and just to learn more about what we do at Ronald McDonald House Charities of the Bluegrass. Let's go to our question number 13. How many hours did volunteers serve in RMHC, and this should say of the Bluegrass programs in 2022? So it doesn't say it on there, but verbally hear me say this is a Ronald McDonald House Charities of the Bluegrass number. How many hours did volunteers serve in 2022? And the options are between 10 and 12,000, between 7 and 9,000, over 15,000, or between 4 and 6,000. So again, don't need to know an exact number. We're just narrowing it down to a range. How many hours did volunteers serve in RMHC of the Bluegrass programs in 2022? Okay, what did people think? Ooh, this one, everything got at least one answer.
Right.
Yeah, so quite a few people thought between 7 and 9,000. Well, by quite a few, I mean 4. The next 2 answers had 3 each. So again, this might shake up the standings a little bit. It was in fact between 10 and 12,000.
Oh no!
I know you didn't expect it because we've been trying to rebuild after COVID, but listen, we knocked it out of the park this year because our volunteers are amazing. I know, because I manage them.
Great job.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
So this includes individual volunteers at the house, individual volunteers at the family room, as well as all of the groups that come to the house to do things like serve dinner to our guests every night. And so that's why that number is so big, because we have so many people who show up to give of their time generously to support the families that stay at the Ronald McDonald House. And it is by far the best thing about my job is seeing the amount of people who just care so deeply and give their time and their money, but their time, like we all have limited time. And so I just love to see that. So yes, great job RMHC volunteers for volunteering. The number was right over 11,000.
I'd also like to point out that time is money. And so we only have 20 staff members employed at Ronald McDonald House, part-time, full-time. We could not be open without our volunteers. We could not do the work that we do without those 11,000 hours of volunteer support that we're getting.
Absolutely.
Becca, that's such a great point too. And I'm pretty sure that there is a dollar amount that they look at by state to say how much volunteer are actually donating through their time, which would be an interesting thing for us to look at too and know, because we have some of the best, even though we're a small house, I feel like we have one of the biggest volunteer corps, which is really impressive and says a lot about our community.
Looks like it's about $29.95.
Yes. I was going to say, I do think that's one of the things we calculate for one of the reports that we do.
Nationally, I should say.
Okay, Inshu did point out a typo. It should say between 7,000 and 9,000. Somehow an extra zero got in there. Listen.
So technically, those 4 people were also right.
Yes.
That is correct, but not.
If I lose on this, I will never let it go. Just so everyone knows.
Oh, that did shake some things up. Okay, Chelsea's still holding on to the lead. Donald is in second. Supergirl is in third. Congratulations. Natasha's in fourth. And Rin for the win is in fifth. So close behind her is Inshu.
Coming back.
Yeah, I mean, this is a deeply contested game here. I love it. Yes. Technically correct. Listen, it was a typo. You all knew what I meant. Sorry for your luck. My bad. You can fire me from this if you want, but, you know, too late.
You're hired. Back.
Okay, question 14. Where was the first Ronald McDonald House outside the U.S.? So we already know that in the U.S., the first house ever was in Philadelphia. But when we started expanding outside the U.S., where was the first Ronald McDonald House outside of the U.S.? London, Paris, Toronto, or Vancouver?
Hey Alexa, where was the first Ronald McDonald House?
What if it answered someone's Alexa?
It's answered me behind me. Oh my gosh.
Well, hopefully it got you the answer quick enough for you to get some points.
I locked in before I started that.
Inshu asks London or Paris, Kentucky?
Let's put on our critical reading skills. Outside the U.S.
Okay, everything got at least one answer, but people do believe it was Toronto. 7 people answered Toronto, and they were correct. Woo! So yes, the first one outside the U.S. was in Toronto. And let's see, we're so close. We got to look at the scores again. Okay, a little more movement here. Natasha knew that one. Natasha felt confident in that one. Okay.
But speaking of, before we go to the last one, I do have some news that London made me think about the news. Did you all hear about McDonald's now sponsoring a new play at the Globe, which is Shakespeare's play in London? Did you all hear about that?
No.
They're calling it Macbeth.
Stop! Oh my God! Stop!
You remember when we tried to name our house dog McNugget and Nate wouldn't go for it?
You really got me with that one, Chelsea. I was like, oh my gosh, how cultured of us.
I know, right? You had to go in there for a second there.
Oh, well, I did almost say like Shakespeare's home. I had no idea where I was going with it.
That was hilarious. We got jokes for days.
Oh, Chelsea, you made Optimus come out of lurking for that one.
Yes, a lot of us did vote to name our house dog McNugget, but her name is in fact Bailey, which is also a great name, and
Bailey.
She's amazing. So she's one of the newer additions to the team. Although I guess not now, she's been around for a while, but she is really just a comfort to our guests, but also to us as staff and volunteers as well.
Oh my gosh, yes.
We all love when Bailey's working.
Now I've had several people stop by my desk asking if she was there, and when I have to say no, it breaks my heart a little bit.
Yeah. She's not always at work, but people love it when she is. Okay, y'all. This is a pretty tight game. We've still got a lot of room for movement with this last question. So is everybody ready?
All right.
Yes.
All right, let's do this.
Stone Owl suggests Bailey McNugget, and that is not
Bailey
canon.
McNugget.
Her name's Bailey
That's cute.
McNugget.
That's cute. We stand Bailey McNugget.
Okay.
I'd like to update my expectations that I will finish in the top 11.
Okay. That's a fair expectations. I like that. Hey, we got to be realistic, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, question 15. Last one of the night. How many states were represented by families staying at the Ronald McDonald House of the Bluegrass in 2022? So of all the people who stayed at RMHC in Lexington last year, how many states were they from? Was it 1 state, 20 states, 8, or 11? How many states were represented by families staying at RMH or the Bluegrass in 2022? This is a tricky one. You also see instead of a Ronald McDonald GIF, I did put in a little advertisement. After this, our next stream is our Arena of Generosity, which is a super fun D&D session that I'm going to tell you more about when we finish trivia. But if you aren't into D&D or you want something to do while you watch D&D, we also will be having our virtual board game lounge where you can hop on Zoom, hang out with some of our committee members, and play board games on Board Game Arena. It'll be really fun. Okay. What did people think? This one is also a little split. So this might have changed the rankings a little bit. And it was, in fact, 11 states were represented. Oh, busted some people. So it's good for everyone to know. A lot of the families that are staying with us are from Eastern Kentucky because we are geographically the closest place for the level of care that a lot of the families staying with us need. But families could be from literally anywhere within Kentucky, within the United States. And sometimes we even get folks from out of the country who are in Lexington seeking medical care. Maybe there's a specialist that they're traveling to see. Maybe they were in town when something happened and their child was hospitalized. And so really it could be from anywhere. And we had 11 different states represented in 2022. Yeah, I think that's just kind of incredible. It also didn't come up in trivia, but I do think it's good for folks to know while we're talking about the families who are staying with us. It could be any number of medical diagnosis that would bring a family to stay at Ronald McDonald House. The patient has to be a child. That is our focus. And sometimes it's that the child was in an accident or is having a surgery. Maybe they have a chronic illness and they're back and forth to the hospital a lot. And the number one diagnosis for folks staying at our particular house is premature birth. So we have a lot of families who are with us whose babies were born early, and it just takes some time for them to be strong enough and ready to go home. And again, they can be coming from anywhere to stay with us. Have I built up the anticipation long enough about who won?
Drum roll, please.
Drum roll, please. Let's see. Chelsea held on to her number one spot. Donald was a close second. Natasha held on to third. Rin for the win in fourth. See, you did better than top 11. Supergirl in fifth. Inshu at sixth. Whimsicurl Girl at 7. Dee Dee at 8. Michelle at 9, who still beat Tim at 10. So that was good. And Hoot Lahoot came in 11th. Thank you all so much for playing. Great job, Chelsea. Great job, everybody. This was all just for fun. And so I do hope that you enjoyed it and that you got something out of it. Let me go back to just the cam and listing our amazing staff. So I wanted to just kind of open it up to some of our RMHC staff members. We have a couple of minutes. Was there anything that either got brought up in trivia that you didn't have the chance to say, or anything else that you want to be sure that you share with our viewers tonight?
Jillian, I wanted to tag on to the last thing that we talked about, which is the age of the kids that we serve. Mm-hmm. Mostly we're thinking of those preemie babies or those young children, but we serve all the way up to age 21. And we have, in fact, hosted some older kids in our house, one as far away as Japan.
Wow. I don't even think I knew that. That's amazing. That is a good fact to share. Anyone else have something that they want to share? I put them on the spot. I didn't tell them I was going to give them a chance to share.
Well, I just want to thank all of our wonderful colleagues for joining us tonight for this kickoff, because it seems like, you know, we start planning as soon as the previous event is over, and I can't believe it's already Givers and Gamers weekend. So thank you all so much for joining us, and thank you all for everyone in the chat for participating too. This has been super fun.
Yes, absolutely. Definitely appreciate everyone who joined us, whether it was here on this Zoom call. Always love being part of Team RMHC. I have some of the most supportive colleagues around, and this I think goes to show that they gave up time on their Friday night to come play trivia with us. So thank you so much. But also everybody in stream. This is really just a fun community to be a part of. So we really appreciate you. I do want to highlight a few of the other things happening. So I mentioned we've got our board game lounge. That's not on stream. That is a Zoom call that you can join and play board games with Michelle, who is on our planning committee. She's a wonderful board game teacher, or you can just hang out and chat while you're playing board games. And you might also want to watch our Arena of Generosity. So that stream will start at 8 tonight. So we're going to take a little bit of a break. We just got to switch over our technology. But Donald will be hosting that, so you'll get to see his wonderful face. Yeah, you definitely want to watch Arena of Generosity. It is going to be amazing. So it is a Dungeons and Dragons one-shot where our players will be battling a variety of monsters, and your donations can help them succeed or not, depending on how you're feeling. And so we'll actually have some polls up as you do your donations to vote for different things. So definitely encourage you all to come back at 8 p.m. to watch that stream. It's going to be a lot of fun. And then tomorrow we have you can check everything out at giversandgamers.org. But we have a lot of stuff planned for this weekend. Over on Basic Witches channel tomorrow, we're going to be showing off our Imagine the Next RMHC in Sims challenge. A lot of people submitted some great things for that. We are going to be having our Golf with Your Friends streamer invitational. So we'll have a bunch of streamers playing golf with your friends, which is a hilarious putt-putt video game. So that's tomorrow at 4, I believe. And then tomorrow night, I will be back on playing Codenames. And so that's a really fun secret word game that we can play together on stream. So Saturday will again be a ton of fun. Somewhere in there we have another board game lounge, although I do not remember the time off the top of my head. Again, you can find everything at giversandgamers.org. You can also do !schedule in the chat, and that gives you the link directly to the schedule, because I literally cannot remember times off the top of my head.
3 to 5 tomorrow for board game lounge.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
So we're really excited. And again, keep those donations coming in. We're so excited to get closer to our goal, which actually, let me hide that so we can see. We're 44% of the way to our goal. So we got a ways to go, and we need your help to do it. So thank you again to our RMHC staff members who came to join us tonight. Thank you for taking your time on a Friday night after a long work week. I think that shows the commitment that you have to our mission of keeping families close. So thank you so much. And again, thank you all to chat. We will be, like I said, back at 8 p.m. So hop on back here to see us then. And we look forward to the whole weekend of raising money for a great cause. Thank you all.
Thank you all. Bye.